Hello everyone, Ash here, and it's time to start reviewing the press conferences from E3 2014, and I figured I'd start with the Xbox. How'd they do this year? They did pretty good, yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed their show a lot. I particularly liked the stage and how everything looked on there. I mean, my god, that was, I think, between them and Sony, that was definitely the coolest of the three, of the two I saw, between Sony and Microsoft, that definitely looked the coolest. I did like Sony's stage, but I did really like Microsoft, the stage, and how it all looked. It really looked cool. I thought they did a good job on that. How did it start? How did it all go? It started off slow. I'm gonna be honest, I think it started a little too slow. Like, they showed Call of Duty, and I was like, why? At this point, I don't care. Call of Duty seriously just needs to go burn in a hole. And to be honest, it just, graphically, it looked good. I thought the graphics were good on it. Just, it was kind of boring. It was just like, oh, it's Call of Duty. Haven't I seen this before? 58,000 other games, haven't I? I mean, can't you do something else, Microsoft? So yeah, I didn't particularly care for the Call of Duty. Didn't particularly care they did that. Then they did Forza, which was a little too slow, but I gotta give them this about Forza. If you are a fan of that series and you do have Forza, I think it was Forza 5, I believe Forza 5, they're giving you an all new track, which is supposedly a really big racing thing. I have no clue. I know nothing about racing or anything about, so, but it's this big track and it's for free. So Microsoft, props for giving you something for free. See, giving free stuff away does help your sales. So yeah, I give him credit for that. You know, something like that. And Phil Spencer himself, he did a good job. I really liked when he came on. He kind of showed that this was going to be gaming and focused on gaming. And one thing I'm glad they didn't show, the fucking Kinect. The Kinect is dead. Yes, they showed some Dance Central 3 and Fantasia shit, but nobody gave a rat's ass about that, really. It was like 2 minutes of that, then back to gaming. And in general, the games they showed, they looked interesting. I thought they looked pretty good. I thought they had some interesting titles that were coming up. Crackdown, a new Crackdown game. That looks like it's going to be cool. That new game, I just forgot the name. Sunset Overdrive. I do want to try it. I'm curious about it, but it's not like I have to have it. It didn't really wow me as really I thought they could have done. I really thought, it's a fun game. I thought it was cool the way they did the trailer, starting with this whole gritty shooter type game. Then you had this guy come on going, oh, so you're a turn-based shooter. And then he's all got color and light. And sure, I liked that. I did enjoy that. And I thought that trailer was good. I thought they had a few other good trailers. One trailer I did really like was, it was this side scroller, kind of this dark, eerie game. You didn't kind of know. It was like these two characters. One was big, one was small. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. But it came on kind of at the end, and it was a really cool trailer. I was like, that's kind of cool. I like that. So I enjoyed that. They had some good trailers as well. They had some good, solid trailers that I did enjoy. It was definitely a good conference. I'll say this. They have this one game called 4 vs. 1. They need to get more details on that game because I'm not really sure what that's all going to be about. I get the idea it's 4 vs. 1, but what else is it going to be about? So they need more stuff about that. Let's see, what else? What else? I'm trying to think. I had it in my head. Oh, Fable. The new Fable Legacy. I don't know. I mean, it's just, oh, you can be the bad guy, and you're facing against 4 characters. I haven't seen enough of this to really give a full opinion. It's Lionhead and Fable. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a major disappointment. Sorry to say, I've never cared for Fable 2 or 3. I thought those were bad games. Liked Fable 1, and if they make it more like Fable 1, then yeah, there's a chance it's going to be good. Now, something I was impressed with in Microsoft, thank you for doing this. I mean it. You brought back one of your old titles. Forget the name of it, but they brought back one of their old titles. I've never even heard of this game, honestly. I thought it was a sequel, but when I saw the fact it's from the original Xbox, I was like, thank you, Microsoft. Thank you for bringing something from the original Xbox back. You had a pretty big library on the original Xbox, and you're finally bringing something back. So I want to thank you for that, because it shows a sign that you're kind of going back to your roots a bit, and I like that. And anything else? I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really wanted to talk about in terms of this. Yes, the Halo Master Chief Edition. All 4 Halo games. Not my thing. I just don't give a shit. Besides, they came out with trilogy I love, the Metroid Prime trilogy for the Wii. They already have that, so I don't care about this. I mean, the only reason I brought that is because Nintendo kind of did a different, similar concept with Metroid Prime Trilogy Pack. They did it first. But anyways, anyone who's a fan of Halo is probably going to pick this up. You know, if you're a fan of it, go ahead and pick it up. It's going to be a good trilogy pack. $60 gets you all 4 Halo games, all remastered, 1080p, 60 frames a second. One thing I got to say, though, massive online. I mean, the multiplayer is going to have dedicated servers, and you're going to get all the maps. So anyone who's a fan of Halo 1's boarding action, oh, you're going to be in for a treat for that. That map I did love in the original Halo was boarding action. Despite now I absolutely can't stand the Halo franchise. Yeah. Boarding action on Halo 1, I absolutely loved that map. So, yeah. Then they showed Halo 5. So, they had a decent amount there. I mean, it was a good press conference for them. They were smart this time. They just showed games, didn't talk about the fucking Kinect, because, my God, you talk about that shit, I will murder you. I still would have loved to have seen some new IPs, and I gotta say this, they didn't really have anything that wowed me. There was not that one game that said, wow, that looks awesome, I have to get an Xbox One now. They didn't have that. Little bit disappointing about that. And in general, they didn't talk about changing the menuing or dashboard systems up. They didn't talk about changing that, making it look better. They didn't say anything about that, but that's probably not going to be until next year's E3. Next year's E3 for them, I think they'll probably talk about, you know, changing up the dashboard, fixing a lot of the problems with that, and so on and so forth. That's what I'll see for next year. But this year was a good press run for them. I thought solid one. I did feel it was weak in the beginning and there was no real WoW titles there. That was the one disappointment. There was no WoW titles. So yeah, Project Spark. I feel like that's just going to be better on the PC, honestly. I just feel like the Xbox One version is going to be interesting, but I think that's going to be a game that's going to be great for the PC, more so than the Xbox One. But anyways, I thought they did a good job. It was solid work by Microsoft. Anyways, what did you guys think about the Xbox One's Microsoft's press conference? Comment below and let me know. This is Ash saying so long. I am out, and Sony, you're up next.